The serve is one of the most important shots in tennis. Not only does it set the tone for the rest of the point, but it is also the only shot a player has complete control over. Some players' serves are so powerful that they almost always start the point in complete control, giving them a tremendous advantage. Throughout tennis history, big serving players have had advantages. Way back in the 1920s, Bill Tilden's unprecedented powerhouse serve saw him win 10 major titles. And in the 70s, Stan Smith rose to the top of the rankings and won 2 Grand Slam crowns in part due to his awesome serve. The 80s marked a real turning point though, with the introduction of oversized rackets made from graphite rather than wood. This saw players such as Pete Sampras and Goran Ivanisevic make their mark in the 90s. And as the technology continues to improve, the serves keep getting faster. The fastest tennis serve ever recorded is an astonishing 263 kilometers per hour in 2012 by Sam Groth. Unfortunately for the Australian, that record is not recognized by the ATP as it came at a challenger event. And they do not formally recognize speeds set at that level due to lack of uniformity, availability, and calibration of radar guns. So who are the fastest servers in tennis? Welcome to the Rich Rabbit. And today we'll be talking about the fastest tennis servers, both male and female. American John Isner holds top spot in fastest ever recorded serve with an astonishing 253 km per hour at the Davis Cup in 2016. Isner's effort came in the USA's 3-1 first round win over Australia in his victory over Bernard Tomic. He also beat Groth during the tie as the USA produced an upset, but they then lost to Croatia in the next round. The American was also involved in the longest tennis match of all time, so is something of a serial record breaker. The American number 1 is no stranger to serving records. He's been the ATP's ace leader the last 4 years in a row, and in 7 of the last 10 years. Isner is also closing in on the all-time ace record. Now this name might surprise you, but Alejandro Davidovich Fokina served a 252 km per hour serve at 2022 Italian Open. But despite those lethal serves, he was knocked out by Canadian Felix Auger-Aliassime in the second round. Ivo Karlovic holds the record for most career aces with about 13,000 of them. He is tied for the title of tallest player in professional tennis history, and his serve record was set at the 2011 Davis Cup. Karlovic shattered Andy Roddick's fastest serve record during Croatia's first round of Davis Cup match. He fired an ultimate bullet of a serve at 251 km per hour that fell directly on the list of records. Canadian Milos Raonic is technically level with Roddick, having set the same speed in the semi-finals of the 2012 SAP Open in his win over Ryan Harrison. Raonic went on to win the tournament, beating Dennis Istomin in straight sets in the final. There must be something about the Davis Cup and monstrous serves as Andy Roddick completes the top 5, with his fastest recorded serve coming in the team competition. The American was predominantly a serve and volley player, and that helped him win the US Open in 2003 as well as reaching 3 Wimbledon finals. Roddick clocked a speed of 249.4 km per hour in the semi-finals of the tournament as the US overcame Belarus. The Americans lost the final to Spain, however, with the young Rafael Nadal claiming a 4-set win over Roddick. In the same year, Roddick hit the fastest serve ever recorded at Wimbledon, a record which stood until 2010. The current Wimbledon record for the fastest serve of 238.2 km per hour was set in 2012 by the American Taylor Dent. Now let's talk about the fastest servers of women tennis. 2013 Wimbledon runner-up Sabine Lisicki was one of the finest servers on the WTA Tour between 2011 to 2015, before injuries and bad form took a toll. The German, despite being allergic to grass, describes the surface as her most preferred. Incidentally, she has tasted more success on grass than on any other surface. In her match against Ana Ivanovic at the 2014 Stanford Classic, Sabine rewrote the record books by clocking the fastest ever serve recorded on the WTA Tour. Much like her younger sibling Serena, Venus Williams also has a very powerful serve in her arsenal. Venus has clocked 207.6 km per hour twice in her career. First during her first round win over Keira Nagy in the 2007 US Open. And then again during her win over sister Serena in the 2008 Wimbledon final. In her first round match at the 2021 US Open, Alicia Parks tied the record by Venus for the fastest serve by a woman that the tournament had ever recorded. She was only 20 at the time. Croatian-Australian Ajla Tomljanovic matched that serve speed at Cincinnati in 2008, where she eventually fell to Simona Halep in a clash played over 2 days. Amazing, isn't it? Now, a list of the fastest serves ever recorded in the women's game would be simply incomplete without the name of the legendary Serena Williams. Serena's powerful serve has bailed her out on many occasions. It has been her go-to weapon under pressure for more than 2 decades. Serena didn't just hit one 203 km per hour serve at the 2013 Australian Open, but she hit 2 of them in a match against Garbiñe Muguruza. And on that fine note, it's time for us to call it a day. But we sure hope that you liked the video and found it informative. And if you did, then don't forget to subscribe to The Rich Rabbit and click the bell icon. Your valuable suggestions are very important to us, so do post them in the comment section. And I'll see you in the next video.